Can you please confirm if my screen is visible? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we have discussed the backend pool. We have discussed health probe. We have seen front-end IP. Now the only thing which is pending to discuss is your rules, where we will connect all these things, because these are not connected. My front-end IP doesn't know which is the backend for him. Backend is created there, but in isolation. Health probe knows that what is it, but they are not connected with each other. So now we are connecting them. We have to go to load balancing rules. Click on add. Give any name. It has to be sensible name. Normally naming convention and everything will be there, so you won't have to worry about it.
Sir, this is you are doing for backend, right? Backend pull you are doing right now.
No, we are configuring the rules. This is backend pool already done.
Okay, okay.
This is health
Okay.
probe. We are
Now,
already done. This is our
rules. Oh,
rules.
okay,
We
okay.
are working on
Rules. Okay.
rules. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Here it is. Load balancing rule. Look at this load balancer, and this is under rules. So I'm giving the name of rules. I told you we can have multiple rules also. Look at this diagram again. We can have multiple rules. We can have multiple backend pool. We can have multiple health probe, but we are creating just one. Now, which is the front end IP? As of now, we only have one IP, so I won't have to select multiple, right? If I had multiple, then I could have selected the one which I want to connect. Let's say if I had two, and now if I'm planning to connect these, then I will select this one. But I have only one, it's okay. TCP protocol, that's fine. Which port is it? Which port are we talking about? Port 80. Why? Because it is a website. If it was RDP, I would have selected 3389, right? Then which is the backend pole? I want to connect with this one. So here it is. I have two of them. As of now, I'm using this. Got it, guys? That here, this is the place where you're connecting your front-end IP with your backend pool. Are you guys getting it?
Yes.
Yes, Sulbhai.
Backend port, same. Everything, everywhere the port is same. Don't change it. It can be changed. I will explain it to you maybe later. Here, it's not a part of that. But keep it same for everything. Health probe. Here you will connect your health probe, which you have connected for this, which you have created for this. But we have created only one health probe, so we are connecting only. But I have told you there can be multiple rules. Multiple rules में हम आके यहाँ पे next IP select करेंगे, next backend pool select करेंगे. We can do that. In one load balancer, we can have multiple sets. Okay. So we have selected the health probe. Session persistent. What is it? That let's say that now you're connecting to my public IP here, in this case public IP, my front-end IP from your machine, and you frequently connect. So backend में आपका connection जो है, once you are connecting here, backend में आपका connection जाता है इस machine पे, okay? And I want to keep that continue कि ठीक है यार ये user रोज आ रहा है, let it go here. As far as server is up, server is down, it will go somewhere else. Server is up, so instead of going here, you can keep it here. If you want that, then you keep session persistent client IP. So it will match the client IP. Daily a client IP से request आ रहा है, so it will send it there. It is not changing any functionality, nothing. But just in case cache वगैरह save करने के लिए, if you want, you can do that. If not, it's okay. You can select none. That is what your session persistence is. And no one is asking, trust me, ये ज्यादा पूछा भी नहीं जाता. Load balancer में आपसे question ज्यादा है यहीं पर. Front end IP, health probe, backend pool, and rules. That's it. ये चीजें ज्यादा नहीं पूछी जाती. Still, we are going to discuss. Idle timeout. What does it mean? That you are coming from this IP and you are connected to this one, to this application. But for 4 minutes, you're not doing anything. So the connection will get terminated and you may go to some other server or some other port. But if you want that to be continued, you can increase this time. Idle timeout from, it could be from 4 to 30 minutes, maximum 30 minutes. I'm not sure if they have changed it. Okay, I think they have changed it.
200.
Okay, great, 100. It was earlier only 30 minutes, and there were many issues because of that. One of the issue was, if let's say that you're connected to a session where you're downloading a huge report which takes 40 minutes. तो report download होने में 40 minutes लगते थे, 30 minutes में connection ये होता था. Now they have increased it, so it's good. But we can keep it 4 minutes. And we are not even checking this. ये और ये हम check भी नहीं कर रहे, but I'm just explaining it to you. Enable TCP reset, leave it. Don't have to worry. Enable floating IP, leave it. Outsourced network, whatever recommended, we are going to use that. Difference, you can read it once, but we don't have to worry about it. What we have to worry about is your front-end IP, back-end pool, protocol, port, and health probe. This is very important from interview perspective and from deployment perspective also. This session, this one. Rest everything you can keep whatever it comes as default. Got it, guys?
सोहेल इसका स्क्रीनशॉट भेजो ना.
I'll do that, don't worry. I'll send a good one. Whichever the important parts are, I'll take a screenshot and I'll send it to you guys.
Yeah, sir.
सर
Yes.
सर ये पोर्ट 80 आपने लिया, कल बैकएंड पोर्ट मतलब वो उसके लिए भी अलग से एक पोर्ट कर सकते हैं क्या हम?
नहीं, yes कर सकते हैं, but we are not discussing that now. I
Okay,
told you
okay.
keep ports everywhere, it's same. Backend port you cannot change actually. Backend RDP अगर 3389 पे चलता है ना, so you'll have to keep it on 3389. ये जो है आपका ये incoming port है, इसको आप change कर सकते हो. It is up to you. Backend port नहीं change कर सकते हो, but we are not going to that. It is very high level and next level जहाँ पे आप अलग अलग तरह के port रख के ये करते हो. Technically it is possible, but we are not doing that. You keep the same port everywhere. यहाँ पर भी 80, यहाँ पर भी 80, यहाँ पर भी 80. That is the smooth way to run it. And you save it, and now your load balancer should be ready. The moment it has been saved, it will be ready. Now, if you go to my IP, the one which I have shared with you guys in the previous session, I'm not sure if you guys made a note of that or not, but I can again go to front-end configuration and bring that IP for you. So this is the IP which we have configured for the load balancer, right? Now, if you guys check, yes, which website are you seeing?
UT-Kloud
Okay.
website.
Let's try. All of you can try.
But I am seeing T-Soft website.
Yes. Why is it happening? It is traffic. It is dividing the traffic. Getting it now, guys? How is it dividing the traffic? Is it clear?
Yes.
So it divides the traffic. It makes sure that not one server is being loaded and another server is sitting free. It should not happen कि एक server पे 90% utilize हो गया उसका CPU और दूसरा server 10% पे ही बचा हुआ है. That should not be the case. Is it clear to everyone? In our case, just for practice, we have kept two different websites. But in actual environment, you will have same website, everything same. User won't even come to know to which server he is connecting or he or she is connecting. And that is the aim. But here we want to see, we want to feel it, how it works. That is the reason I have kept different websites. Is it clear to everyone, guys? Did you guys try? Who else is getting UT-Kloud? Who else is getting T-Soft?
I'm getting T-Soft.
Fine. So you guys are getting multiple, right? So now let's say people who are getting T-Soft website, I'm turning off the T-Soft server. Let me shut it down. This is my T-Soft server. I'm shutting it down. Now use the same IP and go to some other browser. Same browser में करोगे तो cache से वही website दिखता है. You won't even come to know whether you're going to a live website or just looking at the cache. So let it stop and use the same IP and then open it in a new browser or maybe incognito mode or something. And now all of you should see UT-Kloud.
Yes.
Got it, guys? Now if I turn off UT-Kloud, you will not see anything because both servers are down. And now if I turn off the T-Soft and turn off the UT-Kloud, then you will see only T-Soft. So is this clear to everyone how this works?
Yes, well.
Anyone has any questions, guys? In similar manner, guys, we can have application gateway also, but I told you that I'm going to show you only one. Rest you can discuss or decide, or you can practice if you want. Or I told you don't even have to do that. Just remember that in here you'll have to select your resource group. Just give any name that what is your application gateway. Select your this one region. Read the differences. What is the difference between standard? Here you will get. If you click here, You will see the differences. If you want to go ahead and read in that depth, you can read what is the difference between standard, what is the difference between standard version 2, WAF and WAF 2. WAF 2 is the costliest one, okay? But it allows auto scaling. We are not discussing this topic, hence I'm going fast. When I say auto scaling, आपको पता होगा auto scaling क्या है, उसी तरह से यहाँ पर ये auto scaling करता है. See, the moment I select auto scaling, ये खुद से ही मतलब लोड बैलेंस करने के साथ ही आपके सर्वर भी बढ़ा देगा कि अगर कहीं पे ज्यादा हो रहा है ना, 5 सर्वर उस पर लोड बैलेंस ज्यादा हो रहा है तो ये इसको 10 भी कर देगा. वट एवर नंबर यू हैव सेलेक्टेड. अवेलेबिलिटी जोन डू यू वांट और नॉट, policy, what policy do you want. So these are the details. You can select virtual network, you can select here, and front end IP same. Okay, one more thing, guys. Like we had for Azure Bastion subnet, we needed a dedicated subnet, right? Can you name one more service where we needed dedicated subnet? One was Azure Bastion subnet. Which one?
VPN.
VPN. What was the
Firewall.
sub? No, we did not even discuss firewall. It's not there as of now. VPN. What was the server name for? What is the subnet name we needed for VPN?
Gateway subnet.
Gateway
Gateway
subnet.
subnet.
Here it is the third one. If you want, it has to be a subnet for application subnet with this particular name. Application subnet. Application gateway subnet. Here it is. You can create a gateway subnet. I hope I selected the correct one. And it's not the basic gateway subnet. I'm not sure if, let's say. No, I selected the basic gateway subnet. What does it want? Subnet only have application gateway. So let's create one. I'm not sure if it is naming convention or not. Let's see. Maybe we can have some other name also, and it is just saying that we should have only that particular resource on that subnet. Let's check. We'll give some random name and we'll check if we can use this one. What does it say? That there should be a subnet जिस पे सिर्फ application gateway होगा. उसमें naming convention है या नहीं पता नहीं. I'll have to check because it's a long back. I have even not deployed it, but you can check. So if I come here, okay, so there is no naming convention, but what is the condition here? That there must be a subnet जिसमें कुछ और नहीं हो, कुछ भी ना हो, बस application gateway हो. मतलब एक dedicated subnet चाहिए. But naming convention का इसमें कोई issue नहीं है. I hope this is clear, right? I hope I did not confuse you guys. Yes, guys. Yes, no, maybe. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes,
There
clear.
has to be one dedicated subnet. Why am I not able to take this subnet, by the way? Tsoft का subnet क्यों नहीं ले पा रहा हूँ मैं?
Because there's the virtual
Yes,
machines.
there is a machine, and there is a machine on UT-Kloud also. And why am I not able to take gateway subnet? Because this you cannot have anything on this subnet other than gateway. So I created one more subnet with some random name, but I'm not going to deploy any other thing on that. So it's only application gateway. Then उसके बाद front end, I'm sure you know by now what is the front end IP. Okay, if I want to keep it private, I can keep it private. Then backend, here we cannot go ahead without a public IP, and now I'm not sure if I will be able to create a public IP. But here in backend, like there we had only virtual machines in backend. Guys, here what can you have? You can have a virtual machine, you can have a VMSs. VMSs वहां पर भी था. What is different here? You can have app service. Web app बताया था मैंने आप लोगों को याद है? I created one web app for you, if you guys remember.
Yes.
So you can select those web app also here. Or you can have some application which is there hosted on your on-prem, बस उसका IP address यहाँ पर डाल दो आप, वो भी चल जाएगा. But what is the limitation here? The limitation here, this is only for HTTP, सिर्फ वेबसाइट के लिए चलेगा. यहाँ पर आप RDP वाली चीजें नहीं कर सकते हो. RDP के लिए आप नहीं बना सकते. Even if you select a virtual machine, you cannot create it for RDP. You can create it only for application. इस पे सिर्फ वेबसाइट चलेगा application gateway पे. Differences बाकी मैंने वहां पर दिए हुए. You guys can create it. Load balancer we have already checked. It is working fine. Do you guys have any questions here on load balancer?
So Sohail, what is the production requirement? Like, do we create a load balancer, like defining the backend pool at that time of creation, or just create the load balancer and then after that we have to define the rules and all?
That depends on you.
Okay.
How the service is going. So let's say it's a migration case. In migration,
Mhm.
what will I do? Migration make you get downtime. When I say migration, what does it mean? Then some machines are running somewhere already, right? I'm
Yes.
moving them from on-prem to cloud, which means I already have my database, my customer, my application is running. So I want minimum downtime. So what I would expect from you guys, create load balancer, create some test machine, create backend, create front end, check करो उसको एक बार. सब कुछ हो गया check. Now you migrate my machines and simply replace the backend pool with my existing machines. This is what I would expect as a customer. I don't want you to migrate my machine. उसके बाद आप आराम से backend pool बनाते बैठोगे, rules वगैरह करोगे, मेरा time waste करोगे, मेरा application downtime बढ़ाओगे. I don't want that. As a customer, as an application owner, I want you to create everything, even the backend pool. Create some dummy machines, check your theory, check everything. Is it working? Okay, now you migrate my machines and then change your backend pool. I hope you understand backend pool can be changed, right? ऐसे नहीं कि
Yes.
आपने एक बार चेंज कर लगा दिया तो वही है. You tested everything, fine. अब आप मेरा actual जो backend pool है वो लगा दो और 1 घंटे के अंदर मेरा machine फिर से up and running हो जाना चाहिए. So I migrated my machine and then I created the load balancer also. Next scenario. It's a new application. Client asks you to create this application or create these servers in 10 days. Now it's up to you. 10 दिन में आपको देना है. आप पहले इसको बनाओ, पहले आप उसको बना लो. However you want it, you have to test it before submitting it. So it's up to you. Got it?
Yes, Sohail. Yeah.
So it's
got it.
completely up to you. But normally you will see कि load balance से पहले बना दिया जाता है. While creating, we do not edit it. Front end IP दिया जाता है because that is mandatory. Later on you come and you do this. इस पर test machine से ही test किया जाता है actual में, and then you put your actual machines, be it migration or new build. This is how we follow. But हर company का एक अपना अपना rule होता है. उस पर कोई markdown नहीं कर सकता आपको. It is your wish how you want to do it. Ultimate product आप सही दे रहे हो, it's your wish. Got it, guys?
Okay.
Okay, so now if you guys do not have any questions, let me show it to you. How do you have to do the practical? Right? I am not expecting you to create these machines, and I am not expecting you to create these machines and create this website, everything. So how you have to do it, I'll show it to you. In Sufyan's subscription, I have not created the images yet. I'm going to create them. Maybe by today evening, I'll create and I'll let you know. So whoever is there in Sufyan's subscription, take some time, maybe start from tomorrow. And if you guys are pending with other tasks, complete them. But if I go to Zoeb's subscription, I've already created that. I'll show it to you. Maybe one or two of you can log in and do this with me. So I'll come to know whether you guys have access or not. Though I've checked it from someone else's ID, I found the access. So what you guys have to do is come here, click on virtual machine, create virtual machine, Azure virtual machine. Okay, same thing. However you create the virtual machine, select your resource group, whichever resource group you are assigned to. Give name as per your requirement, whatever name, or let's leave the name also blank. Okay, come here, click on select all images, see all images. You will see this page. Here click on shared images, and then here I have kept these two machines. जो वहां पर मैंने बनाया similar machines की image यहाँ पर रखी है. So you have to select this machine. Okay, now it has been selected already. So what all information do you have to give? Name you give as per your, let's say I'm working here, so I'll say Ijaz is Tsoft VM. But make sure when you're selecting Tsoft image, you give the name Tsoft. Otherwise, you will not be able to, do the practical properly. So look at this, Windows Server Web Version Tsoft. So this server has Tsoft website in it. The server already has the website and everything. Firewall rule वगैरह सब कुछ इस पे मैंने already कर रखा है. Okay, so you just have to give the name. Region up to you. You want to go to other region, but I would suggest let's stick to East US. The image is in East US. Stick to East US. Availability options, we do not want anything. You won't have an option to select user ID and password because that is already a part. Make sure you select it here. अगर यहाँ पर HTTP नहीं होगा तो आपका load balancer बनने के बाद भी वो नहीं चलने वाला है. I hope you understand it. By now it is clear, right? That NSG is something different.
Yes.
You come directly, you come through load balancer, it has to be there. So while selecting this, we are adding these rules to our NSG. You don't have to go separately. Select next. Select next. Networking, I leave it up to you. You create multiple subnet, you create same subnet, you create a new VNet with some fancy name, or you just select this VNet or agla machine bhi isi mein deploy kar do. But just make sure when you deploy the next machine, that should be a part of this VNet. Do not deploy two different machines in different VNets. Don't do that. Is it clear, guys?
Yes.
Right? So make sure it's the same VNet. If you're creating it here, when you create the new VNet, new machine, that time don't create a new VNet. Select East US and then select this VNet from drop down. Okay. Then do not create load balancer from here. Later on, whenever you're practicing, you can start creating load balancer from here also. But for this homework, don't do that. Then everything is fine. Okay. Username and password you're not selecting. The username and password is already there. I've given it to you. It is there in the tags. And simple, your machine is created. This one machine is created, Tsoft. Choose the same method, create the UT-Kloud machine also. Both machines are ready. Then go ahead and create your load balancer. And then at the backend, use these two machines. You don't even have to go to machine and log into machine. Don't worry about it. Machines are up and ready. And they already have these websites. Everything is there. Is it clear, guys? Did you get it?
Yes, sir. Sir, one.
Yes.
Sir, when you are creating the image, there are the two. एक यहाँ से भी deploy कर सकते, एक और एक जगह से भी आप deploy कर सकते. आप एक बार बताए थे शायद से.
You can go to that image and
Image.
deploy. Don't have to worry about it. But
Okay.
say you can do in Azure, or it's a USP of Microsoft. Whenever they create a product, they give multiple ways of doing something. Like Azure Load Balancer, you can click, you can create it from here, you can create it from there. Virtual network, you can create while creating a machine. And similarly, you can go to that image and select create VM, or it's better that you create VM and select that image. It's up to you guys. So now look at this. This machine is ready and it will have that website up and ready. Okay. I purposely didn't remove public IP because I wanted you to see कि हाँ machine आप लोगों की ready है और उसमें website है. But I am expecting when you guys create it, you should remove this public IP. Okay, it should not be there. So look at this. Now I created this machine. I did not log in. मैंने कुछ नहीं किया इस machine पे. Okay, and I'm sharing the public IP with you. Just look at this public IP. Do it in a browser, and you will see. Let me know what do you see. Just paste it in the browser. Hit enter.
Tsoft website.
Got it? Similarly, if I create another machine, if I go ahead here, create another machine. This is for load balancer. I've just enabled it for you guys, so you don't have to spend much time on creating server or etc. other things, right? So it's for you guys. I've done it. So you don't have to worry about कि यार मैं website कैसे बनाऊँ, उसको अलग-अलग नाम कैसे दूँ. Make sure you change the server image here. Don't just select the same image. Otherwise, later on you won't even come to know कि आपका load balancing चल रहा है या नहीं चल रहा है. You can do one thing. वैसे RDP वाला बना के RDP लेकर देख सकते हो कि कौन से मशीन में चल रहा है. But when you have easiest option, why to do that? Now look at this. I selected UT-Kloud वाला. Okay. I'm selecting this. When I go to networking, this time if I go it in a different virtual network, will I be able to create my load balancer? Will I be able to select these machines in load balancer?
No, it
No.
should
So I'll
be in
have to
same
make
one.
sure कि जो भी मैंने first time बनाया था वही VNet मैं यहाँ पर select करूँ, which is not appearing here. So I think I'll have to refresh or maybe wait for some time. I should see that VNet here and then only it's useful for me. So immediately while after creating the first machine, if you come, you may face this that क्या वो वाला VNet नहीं आ रहा है. Wait for some time, maybe restart, log off, log in, or just wait for 5-10 minutes. Okay, so if I select the resource group here again, UT-Kloud machine, same region, do not want any redundancy, standard. Click on see all images, shared image. This is not there in Sufyan subscription. I'm gonna create that in some time. See, the moment I did that, it is not asking user ID or password or anything. User ID is tap out, password is Windows 2023, W capital. By the way, it's already there in the tag. If you go ahead and check that machine, it's there in the tags. I have given the username. Look at this. Now I have got the same VNet. I can go and create everything in default subnet. It's okay. But what I want you to do is remove the public IP. Have none public IP. In this case, again, I'm using the public IP because I want you to see that the other server is also ready.
But when we do the practical, we have to use the private IP, right?
Private IP is not optional. You create a server, private IP will be there. Public IP is optional and remove that.
Okay.
And whoever the subscription owner, Zoeb and Sufyan, you guys are there, right, in the group? Please do not delete these two images because I've seen we do not spend 15,000 rupees in a month. So let them be there. Maybe we can use it in some other practical also. They are there in my resource group. So do not delete that. Or whoever has
Okay,
access on
fine.
the subscription, owner access, do not delete anything from my resource group.
Okay, Sanjay. Okay.
Okay, now let's say this has been created. Now look at this. I did not log into this machine. I did not do anything. RDP वगैरह कुछ नहीं दिया मैंने. Didn't do anything. If you just go ahead and use this IP and check what are you able to see.
UT-Kloud website.
You are able to see it, right? So now you have your two servers ready. You can use these two servers. So your servers are ready. How to deploy a load balancer? We have already done that in detail. So you don't have to spend time on servers. Got it? I mean, I don't even have to give you some homework sort of thing. You know already what needs to be done. Just create it, and you can do your own testing also. You don't even have to wait for me. You can do your own testing. Use the public IP, but you can share your public IP in the group. Let me check that once. Maybe I'll just ask you simply to shut down other server and I use the public IP and check if other website is working, and that should be enough. Even if I am not there, anyone in the group can do that for you. Once, if you think your load balancer is ready, up and running, just share the public IP, ask someone to check. I'll check. Maybe two people will check, 2-3 people will check. Okay, at one time I'm getting UT-Kloud, another time I'm getting Tsoft. Shut down one of the servers and check if it is traffic is being diverted properly. If it is there, your practical is good enough. You can delete everything then. Okay, so I'm gonna delete it here, everything from my resource group. And load balancer is also a little bit costly, not as as costly as VPN, but delete it as soon as you are done practicing and validation is done, then only delete it. If validation is not done, do not delete it. Okay, good, I did not delete. Let me do one thing. I'll show you one more thing. We have some time, so let me show you something. Now this is, I am in Sufyan's subscription. We have 10 minutes left. I'll show you how to create image. Click on capture. This is my Tsoft machine. Okay, I'm keeping it in my resource group. Yes, share the gallery to the VM image version. If I only capture, then it will not be as an image version. So I want to do this image version so you guys can use it. I'm creating a new gallery. So this is our load balancer gallery, I'm calling it. Ignore the spelling mistake if there are any. I'm not generalizing what are the differences, etc. It's okay, we don't have to worry about it. This is T software, right? version number, because this is first one, so I'm just gonna say 0.0.0.1. Do I want to expire it on some day? That only you should be able to use it only for 5 days and it should expire. As of now, no, let it be. Do I want it zone redundant? That we are not doing now. Is ये सब zone redundant वगैरह आपको समझ में आएगा when we start storage from next session. Simply I have to create it. People who are in Sufyan's subscription, if someone is logged in some time, go ahead and check if you are able to see this image, Tsoft image. And meanwhile, I will go ahead and create the second image also, UT-Kloud image. So this is how you can create images. Once the images is created, I'll delete the actual machines. I don't need actual machines. You guys can use those images and you can use it. Okay, so here I'm creating. But I will wait because I don't want to create another gallery. I want to use the same gallery. So I will wait for this to get created. It says validation pass, but doesn't allow me to create, or it's creating, I guess already. It is creating. So once that is done, I will create the next image using the UT-Kloud machine.
Sir, how do we disable firewall in the image?
Sorry, firewall where?
Firewall in images, like in this image. Like the same way, first we have to take the
In
RDP and
operating system, did you say?
no, at the portal, sir.
It's at OS level, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a command. Have you not done that? We have that in many practicals. We have learned in
No,
VNet peering also.
not that, sir, right? Like you have two images, right? So
I'm still not getting your question, Sufyan.
yeah, actually, I got it, sir. And
Are you saying in these servers, how do you have to turn off the firewall?
yeah, in image while creating image.
No, it's already, see, when I've created the image, it means I've done everything. मैंने उसका firewall बंद कर दिया है, उस पे जो कुछ होना website बना दी है. Whatever had to
Okay.
be done, I have done it, and then I created the image. Otherwise, what is the use of image? अगर आपको फिर से आके एक इस पे firewall ये करना पड़ेगा, website करने में, why are you using my image then? You will simply use वो जो marketplace में मिल रहा है उसको use कर लोगे ना आप.
Yes, sir.
I'm giving you my image. I'm selling my image to you because I'm saying that whatever you needed, I have done it. So
Got it, sir.
okay, in similar manner, guys, I'm going to use this one and I will be capturing this image and I'll use the same gallery. Once this is created, let it get created first. Okay, it may take some time, so we don't have to wait. Do you guys have any questions? We have 5 minutes left.
What is the difference between this image and image definition? Is this the same thing?
It's okay. We are not doing that topic as of now. By the way, image definition is somewhere you are describing the image. कि किस चीज का image रख रहा हूँ मैं. This is gallery. Let's say this is drive. This is folder. This is your image.
Okay. Okay.
Got it? If it is your laptop, then this is your drive. This is your folder, and this is your image.
Okay. Thanks.
Not exactly, but just to make analogy.
Huh.
Now I'm just waiting for this Azure gallery to complete it so I can utilize the same gallery here. Let's say because I see that has been created. Okay, right. I can see the load balancer gallery. Now I'm creating another image. See, definition, I can use the same. You create definition once. You create your gallery once and you can start utilizing that. But this time I've selected which VM? Tsoft VM. Sorry, I guess UT-Kloud VM. Okay, let's this one get created because I don't want to create multiple images. Was it Tsoft or UT-Kloud? Which one did we select here?
UT.
UT-Kloud.
Yeah.
Fine. Once this is created, I'll check it once, and I'll make sure that I create 2 separate images. I don't want to create 2 images of Tsoft or 2 images of UT-Kloud. It won't be of any use for you guys. So once this is created, I'll see if this is UT-Kloud, then I'll create a Tsoft image. If this is Tsoft, I will create UT-Kloud image. And then you guys know how to do how to create a machine, how to do the load balancer practice. Feel free to do that. From next session, we are going to start storage. I have already told you that please go through with these topics. This has nothing to do with Azure. Basic database, basic storage, basic things of Azure, basic things of storage. Okay. From here, we are going to start Azure. That I will teach you, but I'm expecting at least you guys to understand this. It's not going to take more than 30 minutes. Very simple and very basic. From next session, we are going to start storage, and I'm hoping you guys to finish all the practical whatever is pending, because our even networking segment is about to finish. It's finished today. We have done it. Now storage, and after storage, we are moving to migration. That's all. I see that you people have
It
not
is
done
a
UDR wala practical. Many of you are, I'm not sure, running from it. It's not even that difficult. Why are you not doing it? I'm not sure. Yeah, sorry, someone was saying something.
Solver, it is a piece of image which you have to do.
Okay, fine. Yeah, can you already see it?
Yes, Solver.
Okay,
It's
great.
shared image.
Great. So I'll create the UT-Kloud image, and in some time you guys can start working on that. People who are in Zoeb subscription, you guys can start working on that if you want to do it now. Otherwise, you have whole week. Okay, fine. Then I'll stop the session. See you guys next week.
Actually, Sohail bhai, one question
Yes, yes,
regarding the load balancer in front
Yes.
of load balancer.
Hmm.
So are you going to cover that, or?
No, it's very simple. You can do that. Create 2 load balancers. Third
Mhm.
load balancer, select global, and you at the back end जहाँ पे machine select की थी, वहाँ पर आपको load balancer दिख जाएंगे दोनों.
Okay, so it is as simple as.
Yes,
Okay.
and you don't even
Okay.
have to practice everything. I've been telling you, interview में कोई
Mhm.
आपको इतना ये नहीं देने वाला है कि पूरा load balancer पे interview नहीं होने वाला है आपका. But for your practice, yes, do it.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, guys. See you next week then. We have only 30 seconds left now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Thank you.